morning students, welcome in class BA part first English literature. In our this class we just going to start about the introductory part of our subject, about the definition or all these types of facts that is very necessary to read our subject English literature. So the video is not only important for PA part second, it is same important for the student of literature. It is no matter in which class he is. So in this class we are going to discuss about our subject, that is English literature. Generally we see that English literature as a common definition, as a common fact, we are only considering it as a subject. But when we select English literature as our optional subject, it is very must to know about clear picture, about clear fact that what English literature is. So in this video I request, it is not only limited to BA part second, it is useful for PA part first, second and third, all classes of graduation, because we are going to discuss about the history of subject, about the definition of subject, about the feelings and the emotions what the subject is speaking. It is need, it is human need, that whatever we are going to do, whatever we are going to start, whatever we are going to introduce, we must have pre-idea, pre-knowledge about it. So, if we are going to read English literature, no matter which class it is, either that is BA part first, second or third, or you can read it as a matter of interest, that what English literature is. Superficial, we can know or we can give its answer that it is a name of subject. It is a common opinion. But when you are giving the answer as a student of English literature, then your answer must be special. It should be different than others. So let's come with me and we just start to read, we just start to define, we just start to refresh our mind that how to understand English literature. Dear students, English literature is made two different parts, and if we want to try to make a classification between these two, and if we want to show its meaning, its conception, its ideas and its definition separately, definitely it provides different type of meaning. Means if we consider these two words separately, it provides separate meaning. But as a subject, whatever we acquire or what is the need, what is the base, means what is the reason or what are the basic proofs by which we can understand the definition of our subject. Basically, the word English that we are going to discuss it separately, because it will be easy to understand for students. They are coming at early stages in BA part first, in BA part second, so they just know the clear picture of English literature with the complete analysis of two different words. We know what the English is. Everyone know what the English is. Because at the starting time, when we are in in first class, and the time there is LKG, UKG and the kids classes, it is definite. Either he or she belongs to the subject or not. The word English is known by all. The word English is known by all. Everyone knows. There is a picture in his or her mind that what English is. But the picture that is at early stage in the mind is not enough. At that time when you being a student of English gives its answer. Means English is a common word that is common for. Someone says that it is a name of subject. Someone says that it is a difficult subject. Someone says that it is an international language. Someone says that it is a language. Someone says that it is the second language in India. Someone says that it is the demand of time. So there are different type of the picture that is in the mind of everyone. But when we add English here with literature, its meaning completely changed. And this is my motto of understanding this class. Where you are using the word English as a single phrase, it provides different ideas. It opens various perspectives. But at the time when you attach it with literature, its meaning completely changed. So this is the motto, the objective of our today's class, that we just understand what is the difference between English and English literature. I know, try to understand again what is English or what is English literature. The picture is different, but you should create which type of different angles, which type of different perspectives creates, jumps, stages, starts at the time when we connect English with literature. Same as in India, as we are discussing different type of the languages, and then we say that language is the medium of communication. We say that there is one thing that must be required: how we import and export our opinions, how we express our ideas, how we express our desires, our feelings, our emotions. So there must be required a path, a medium. That's why we can express our ideas and expression. So we just know that. Now we are going to discuss about the difference between English and English literature. उसी के बेस में इट इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. अब जब अपन इन दोनों को अलग अलग डिफरेंस जानेंगे तो बहुत जरूरी है द बेसिक सीड, द बेसिक नीड एंड रिक्वायरमेंट, द फंडामेंटल origin of subject. Then we say that yes, separately it is the name of language. It is the name of language. It is the first perception. It is the first definition. It is the first common opinion or a common idea in the human being, in the human being's mind. What the English is? The first response, the first common idea, the first general opinion, जिसको हिंदी में कहते हैं एक आम राय, that everyone knows it is a language. But in India, when we discuss English, it is using as a second language. Then we are going to discuss language के तौर पे we are considering that English is spoken all over the world. So we can say it is an international language. It is a name of subject at elementary level, and then middle level, and then secondary level, and then senior secondary level. It is using as a subject that is common English. We are calling it English, same as in English, Hindi, Sanskrit. But at the time when you just reached in graduation level, at the college level, English becomes two different subject. First you are using it as a general English subject, and then we are speaking it is general English. You know that is compulsory for all, either that is from BA, BSc, BCom, BBA, BC or any other graduation course. So that is calling as English, general English. And an optional optional level, elective level, where you just require to select one, then it is English literature. Here we can create the difference between English and English literature. Second, it is using as a subject. Second, it is using as a language. Third, it is using as a medium. Third, it is also using as a medium. What is the medium of your examination? English. What is international language? English. One of the subject, that is English. So I think that there are 2, 3, 4 different perspective, different definition, or all these facts are the facts belonging to 10th to 12th, because at 11th class we just start to select the subject, and then we can select English literature as an optional subject. Now, as our objective of this video is to understand about the complete conception of this subject. अब we attach to it with literature. अब ये अकेला अंग्रेजी था, अकेला इंग्लिश था, तो ये एक लैंग्वेज भाषा भी थी, ये एक माध्यम भी था, ये एक सब्जेक्ट भी था. अब इंग्लिश लिटरेचर जब इसके साथ ऐड हो गया तो ये केवल एक सब्जेक्ट है. इट इज द नेम ऑफ ओनली सब्जेक्ट. इट इज नॉट द मीडियम, इट इज नॉट एनी टाइप ऑफ द language. It is English literature, that is the name of subject. Now there is the need to understand about it. So let's start. अब अपन केवल इंग्लिश लिटरेचर की चर्चा करेंगे. इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, जैसे स्कूल में बच्चा 10th क्लास कंप्लीट करता है, in 11th standard he or she has given the option, or from these options he or she can select the subjects. English literature is one of them. And at the graduation level we again given the same opportunity, we again select English literature. I am not describing here what the demand of English literature in future. Everyone knows that it is a very valuable subject, or it is very must to know that it is very interesting also. There is a phobia that settle in the mind of the common person of rural Rajasthan, that English is a different or the difficult subject. I promise, if you start to read it deeply, if you try to understand it closely, or if you want to learn something, then it is a matter of interest. It is very interesting subject. English literature. अब अंग्रेजी साहित्य को समझने के लिए एक वर्ड है, that is HIS, history. That is history. We know that whatever there are in this world that is available today, whatever our eyes is looking everywhere, everyone has their particular history. Everyone has their particular origin. And from that origin, it is living till today. दुनिया की हर एक वस्तु, हर एक ऑब्जेक्ट का अपना एक इतिहास रहा है. और what the history speaks about the background. तो अंग्रेजी साहित्य, जिस सब्जेक्ट की we are going to discuss today in this video, is also very splendid in its history. It is also very great in its history. अब it is a common matter where English literature was started. अंग्रेजी साहित्य कहाँ शुरू हुआ होगा? देखो, उससे पहले इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, यहाँ पे जो वर्ड लिटरेचर आया, दैट इज, अब अपन इंग्लिश के साथ लिटरेचर जोड़ रहे हैं. ये तो कंफर्म है, इंग्लिश इज द नेम ऑफ लैंग्वेज, एक भाषा है, और एज ए सब्जेक्ट वी कैन ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड इट विद डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस. एक सब्जेक्ट के तौर पे अपन अंग्रेजी को अलग अलग ब्रांचेज में इसकी स्पेशल स्टडी कर सकते हैं। दैट इज ग्रामर, वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट इट्स ग्रामर। दैट इज लैंग्वेज, वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट इट्स लैंग्वेज, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन, फोनेटिक्स, flow of speech, expression, how to speak it, all these are the part of language. Or third major important part, that is literature. Every language has their particular literature. Every language has their particular literature. So we can read English, we can analyze English, we can select a branch of English. You can understand it as a part of English. So if we read its grammar, this is the grammar of English. If we read its language tools, its fundamental skills of speaking, all these are the part of language. How to pronounce the word, how to speak the word, how to use better and effective communication skills. All these are the part of literature, language. Or when we read its literature, all the literature that is written in this language is English literature. वो सारा का सारा दुनिया का साहित्य, चाहे यहाँ लिखा जाए चाहे वहाँ लिखा जाए, चाहे कोई लिखे, if that is written in English language, that means English literature. वो सारा का सारा साहित्य जो अंग्रेजी भाषा में लिखा जाए अंग्रेजी साहित्य है। अब ये बात इम्पोर्टेंट है कि ये कब तो शुरू हुआ, किसने लिखा और कौन ऐसे व्यक्ति हुए थे, या ऐसा अपन सोच सकते हैं कि हुए होंगे जिन्होंने पहली दफा, पहली बार, इतिहास में पहली बार अंग्रेजी में कोई न कोई साहित्य का कोई पार्ट, साहित्य का मतलब साहित्य लिटरेचर है, दैट इज द मिरर ऑफ सोसाइटी, mirror of society. Mirror of society, you can understand what the literature is. Literature is like a mirror, or what the work of mirror is. The work of mirror is to show the reality. The work of mirror is to show the picture. So mirror always speaks right. It is a common proverb that is spoken among all, that mirror always says right. तो मिरर ऑफ सोसाइटी का मतलब हुआ कि साहित्य जो है वो समाज का दर्पण है, मिरर है। तो जिस समय जो साहित्य लिखा जाएगा, डेफिनेटली 100% इट मस्ट डिस्प्ले द सिस्टम ऑफ सोसाइटी। हाँ, दैट सिस्टम मे बी पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम, दैट मे बी रिलेटेड टू ट्रेडिशन, दैट मे बी रिलेटेड टू ब्लाइंड फेथ, that may be related to custom, tradition, usage, political, social, economical, sociological aspect. It is no matter which type of aspect the literature shows, but it is definitely right that the literature shows the aspect of society, or whenever it is written, it must display the picture of that society. So we must know which type of society there was at that time when the literature was written. अब जिस समय जो साहित्य लिखा गया, 100% राइट, आप उस साहित्य के माध्यम से अंदाजा लगा सकेंगे कि उस समय की वो सोसाइटी कैसी होगी जिसके ऊपर ये लिटरेचर रिलेटेड है, संबंधित है। तो व्हाट द लिटरेचर प्रोवाइड्स, लिटरेचर प्रोवाइड्स द डेफिनेशन ऑफ सोसाइटी, लिटरेचर प्रोवाइड्स द मैनर ऑफ सोसाइटी, literature gives the system of society, literature learns how to live, literature learns how our forefathers lived. Literature must tell you which type of society there was at 19th century, as 18th century, as 17th century. The thing that is important here, which society it represented. It only represents the society where it written, यानी ये जहाँ पे लिखा गया, जिस समय लिखा गया, जिस कालखंड में लिखा गया, ये उसी समय की सोसाइटी को शो करता है। It is another matter that somewhere it just provides different type of the aspects applies to around ages also. But generally, a literature presents the fundamental system of society, the fundamental picture of society, that in which picture we are living. तो इंग्लिश लिटरेचर का मतलब अब निचोड़ जो निकल कर आया, एक जो जिस्ट निकल कर आया, दैट इज वो सारा का सारा लिटरेचर जो अंग्रेजी भाषा में लिखा गया. अब वी आर कमिंग ऑन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू द हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर. द हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर. अब सब्जेक्ट जो है दैट इज वेरी एंशिएंट, बहुत पुराना. जब भी अपन किसी सब्जेक्ट को पढ़ते हैं, अपन अंग्रेजी में अगर आपको कोई डाउट हो तो हिंदी में अपन ने सुना होगा कि हिंदी का जो लिटरेचर था दैट इज ऑल्सो डिवाइडेड अमंग डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ द एजेस. इसको एज बोलते हैं, पीरियड्स बोलते हैं. तो जैसे ही अपन इसकी हिस्ट्री पढ़ते हैं, हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर पढ़ते हैं, तो ऐसा बहुत जरूरी है, वी मस्ट नो अबाउट इट्स डिवीजन, अबाउट इट्स डिफरेंट एज एंड periods. Every literature of any subject divided among different type of the periods. उससे पहले it is necessary to know today we are living in 21st century, or we can speak that English literature is a common subject today. अब कभी अपन अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं, कभी ऐसा वी कैन स्टार्ट टू थिंक, वी कैन स्टार्ट टू कंसिडर, और वी कैन स्टार्ट टू डिस्कस हाउ ओल्ड दिस सब्जेक्ट मे बी, हाउ ओल्ड दिस सब्जेक्ट मे बी, वी कैन कंसिडर इट एनी टाइम. अब जब अपन इसको कंसिडरेशन में लाएंगे, इसको जब माइंड में लाएंगे, तो अपने को एक पिक्चर आना चाहिए. टुडे वी आर लिविंग इन 21st सेंचुरी, टुडे वी आर लिविंग इन 21st सेंचुरी. तो एक ब्रॉड माइंड इतना तो काम कर रहा है कि ये 21st सेंचुरी से तो पहले का. तो इंग्लिश लिटरेचर की शुरुआत जो हुई थी, ये शब्द आपको एक और बता दें, जो वर्ड इंग्लिश है ये एक लैंग्वेज का नाम है, डेफिनेटली राइट. बट हियर इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर some critics believe that, try to understand my idea, the word English literature, English is the name of language, no doubt, that is the literature which written in English language is English literature. But another important and interesting concept, English is also used for England. English is also used for England. यहाँ पे इंग्लिश शब्द का प्रयोग एक भाषा के साथ साथ एक कंट्री से भी बिलोंग करता है. दिस इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट मैटर दैट इंग्लिश इज नाउ इन दिस डेफिनेशन व्हिच वी आर जस्ट डिस्कसिंग. तो दिस इंग्लिश वर्ड ऑल्सो कनेक्टेड विद द कंट्री एंड दैट इज इंग्लैंड. तो इंग्लैंड में लिखा गया साहित्य दैट इज अंग्रेजी साहित्य. पहली बात, इंग्लिश भाषा में लिखा गया साहित्य अंग्रेजी साहित्य, और इसी के पहला इंग्लैंड में लिखा गया साहित्य अंग्रेजी साहित्य. रिजल्ट क्या आया कि अब इस बात की पूरी पॉसिबिलिटी है कि इंग्लिश लिटरेचर की जो ओरिजिन है, जो स्टार्टिंग है, जो फंडामेंटल इसका जो स्टार्टअप है, डेफिनेटली इंग्लैंड में ही हुआ होगा. ये समझाने के लिए अपने को थोड़ा पीछे चलना पड़ेगा. 20th सेंचुरी, then 19th century, then 18th century, or there are different type of the century previously many others. It is very difficult to understand, or it is something complex to understand that the literature that is written in English language अपन जानते हैं कि अंग्रेजी साहित्य की शुरुआत सदियों पहले हुई, मान लेते हैं। तो ये बात तो कंफर्म है कि एवरीथिंग रिक्वायर प्रूफ, एवरीथिंग रिक्वायर रिकॉर्ड। हर चीज को सबूत चाहिए, दस्तावेज चाहिए, रिकॉर्ड चाहिए। अब अंग्रेजी साहित्य कब शुरू हुआ था, ये अपन तब से मान सकते हैं जब से देयर इज अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ प्रूफ, देयर इज द रिकॉर्ड अवेलेबल। तो आफ्टर डिस्कसिंग एवरीथिंग, आफ्टर ऑब्जर्विंग एंड एनालाइजिंग all these type of available proof and record, it was decided that English literature was started in 14th century. English literature was started in 14th century. This is the result of long consideration, long analysis and long result. So the definition of English literature and then its origin, its establishment, its starting. 14th century में अंग्रेजी साहित्य की शायद शुरुआत हुई होगी। अब आई एम यूजिंग द वर्ड शायद, परहैप्स। ये मैंने पहले भी कहा था, जैसे जैसे अपन 100 साल पीछे चल रहे हैं, proofs are looking something fake. क्यों? there was not same resources at today's, no? आज जितने संसाधन रिकॉर्ड के प्रूफ के अवेलेबल हैं, क्या ये 100 साल पहले थे? और जो 100 साल पहले थे वो क्या उससे 100 साल पहले थे? जैसे जैसे वी आर गोइंग बैक एंड बैक एंड बैक, द मेमोरी बिकम्स dim and dim, the proofs become fade and fade, and the records to be found available, that is also difficult. हो सकता है कि it is also started before 14th century, हो सकता है, लेकिन जो प्रूफ मिला वो ये मिला कि भाई 14th century में इंग्लैंड में एक पोइट थे चौसर, कहते हैं कि he was the first poet of English, कहते हैं कि चौसर was the first poet of English, first poet of English, or we can also say as the father of English, father of English or the first poet of English, अंग्रेजी के पिता, जनक, फाउंडर, स्टार्टर, बिगिनर, that is Chaucer. Chaucer belongs to 14th century. The timing of Chaucer, that is 1350-1400. This is the timing of Chaucer, or this timing displays it is 14th century. So in 14th century, the broad information created among us a very unique identification about the origin of subject, that is created among us, that English literature was started in 14th century by Chaucer. This matter is clear. I hope you understand the brief introduction of our subject, that is English literature. अब ये बात डेफिनेटली राइट है कि जो चौसर थे वो इंग्लैंड के थे, तो अंग्रेजी साहित्य की शुरुआत 14th सेंचुरी में चौसर ने की, और डेफिनेटली अंडरस्टूड है ये इंग्लैंड में ही शुरू हुआ था। और शुरुआती सालों में तो यू विल सरप्राइज व्हेन वी रीड इट अगेन इन आवर नेक्स्ट क्लास, देन वी कैन स्टार्ट इट्स हिस्ट्री फ्रॉम 14th सेंचुरी एंड टुडे। तो आपको पता चलेगा कि शुरू की कई सदियों तक पूरे के पूरे अंग्रेजी साहित्य पे इंग्लैंड का ही दबदबा रहा। क्यों? उसका रीजन था वहाँ पे लैंग्वेज के तौर पे ये बाय बोन चलती है, इसलिए इट इज इजी टू एक्सप्रेस देयर आइडियाज। दूसरी बात, दे आर वेरी टैलेंटेड। क्यों? क्योंकि लैंग्वेज उनकी थी एंड दे स्टार्ट टू रीड राइट लिटरेचर। हाँ, ये बात इम्पोर्टेंट है कि बाद में समय के साथ साथ इट स्प्रेड ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड। टुडे द वर्क ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर अवेलेबल इन इंडिया, बांग्लादेश, जर्मनी, America, Canada or various different type of countries. तो अब 14th सेंचुरी के बाद 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th we will start to complete this type of the history in our next video. The objective of today's video is only to provide a brief knowledge, only to provide a brief information about the subject which you are going to read or is reading. So we will just start its next part in our next video. Thank you.